Hey there, sixth grade team. Want to jump into multiplication on equations. This time, make sure you have multiple variable bars. Typically, I don't go more than 4 just in case. And we still need all of our constants, okay? So, whenever we are doing multiplication, we still have the same goal, is to find out what the variable is worth. And this time we will have multiple variables. So we will ask our students, or just model for our students, we want to model 3 variables equals 6. So this time we have multiple variables. 3 variables equals 6. Okay. So can we do this in our head? So we know that 3 of these equals 6. Right? What if these numbers were huge? What if we had negatives? So again, there's a process we want to help us learn to find out what the variable is worth. So what we're going to do is we want to find out how much one of these is worth. So to find out how much one of these is worth, we can split them up. So that is 1, that is 1, and that is 1. So we are modeling 3 variables equals 6. Okay, so when we're splitting it up into 3 groups on this side, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to split our variable or our constants up into 3 groups. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 1, and 1, 1, 1. Now we have split our variables into 3 groups. So what have we done? What operation have we done to split this into 3 groups and split this into 3 groups? So when we use that word split, it's the same thing as meaning divide. So we're dividing this into 3 groups, and then we're also dividing this into 3 groups. Okay? So when we divide 3 into 3 groups, we're going to look just at this one right here. So one variable is worth 6 divided into 3 groups, which is 2. So essentially we are taking and we are dividing them into 3, for however many the variable has. Okay, so we'll do that example with your students continuously here. You'll jump into some negatives, which are simple enough. The harder ones are when your coefficient, the number in front of our variable, is a negative. So that's what we're going to model next. So we're going to model this one right here. Negative 3x, or negative 3 variables equals 6. So negative 3 variables equals 6. So we start here. So these negative variables are worth 6 positives right now. So we're going to do the same process of we're going to split this up into 3 equal groups, because there are 3. Then we're going to split this up into 3 equal groups. Now we are not done. We want to split into 3 equal groups, but we are not finished. We want to know how much the positive variable is worth. So how does our goal change? In the past it's been how much is the variable worth, but now we need to make sure we want to find out what the positive variable is worth. So how can we do that? Well, what if we did this? Flipped over our variable. Remember what we did on one side? We must do the other. So that negative variable, if we flip them both, then we know that a positive variable equals a negative 2. So when we're doing the flipping action, it's like we're dividing by a negative, which we have done before with our integer rules. And so we're dividing by a negative. We are left with a positive variable here, and it is worth a negative 2. All right, so again, you will model solve with your students and move on to the pictorial versions of these. Okay, so your kids will model 5 variables it's easier for them to go ahead and draw them this way. These are editable, so if you feel like you need some more room, you can put things down. And I know there is another set on the P drive that can help you. And then we were going to break 10 up into 5 groups. So I'm sorry, I'll do circles a lot faster. So we've broken this up into 5 groups and this up into 5 groups, and then we circle our one group. So x is worth 2. Same thing goes on this one. Now when you have a negative variable, you need to make sure that you are showing that it's negative here. Splitting negative 10 up into 2 groups. This is not our final answer because it isn't positive. So you can show by doing positives here, and then also change all of these to positives, and then that is our final answer. So you're dividing each side by 2, and you're flipping. So then therefore B equals a positive 5. Okay, so the kids will model here and be able to draw if they need to, and then you move on to the abstract and then get as many repetition pieces in as possible. Thank you.